Well, as you can see, we are out in the wood yard. See me pull the tractor and the splitter out here. Still working on the wood wagon. I didn't fill it up the last couple times I split, so I'm just gonna keep working on filling it up. Not doing much talking. I don't know if you can hear it through the camera or not, but it is incredibly windy this afternoon, and I think we may have some more rain moving in. But the radar showed it looked like I had a little bit of time, so I'm gonna get to it and try to get a little bit of work done this afternoon. And yeah, we're just gonna get after it. Stick with me. All right, well, my family is back home, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. We made some forward progress, which is good. I don't know if anybody, I was trying to show in that one clip without stopping and talking, the punkiness in that hickory. Some of these bigger blocks down towards the base of the tree, you've heard me say in the past, are pretty punky. And I think on those blocks, I'm hoping it came through on the camera, you could really see the division in the wood, in the grain, where it was good out towards the sapwood and the heart was all punky. And so I'm just, that punky stuff, I'm like I've said before, I'm just knocking it into chunks and throwing it over into the boiler pile for my buddy Mark. Works out good. I don't have to deal with it, I don't have to mess with it, and it's not going to waste. If I wasn't sitting on as much wood as I am, I would probably try to whittle some of that, more of that down. But as you guys have seen in the last few videos, my windows here recently for splitting have been very, very small. An hour or less. Like tonight, I think with getting everything drug out here and splitting, I've got an hour in tonight. If that, 45 minutes-ish. I don't know what time it is, I'll have to look, but it's under an hour. So, and that's been what the deal has been here lately. So if I can weed out the nasty, the not real ideal firewood for my wood stove, and just work the stuff that goes fast and splits nice and makes nice pieces for me, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'll show you this piece over here real quick. You can see how that piece is just broke, just laying there on the ground, and that's what I'm running into. When you go to split it, it just crumbles if you try to go too small with it. So there's no sense in it. So I'm weeding out on those pieces. Like I said, the outer ring of the sapwood is still pretty good. So I'm peeling the punky stuff off, splitting up the sapwood, throwing it on the wood wagon. That way I'm still getting some good firewood out of it, but I'm not spending a bunch of time trying to mess around with that punky stuff. It's still solid. I mean, if you hit it or you try to put a hatchet in it, it'll hold it, and I mean, it'll take it. But as soon as you try to start splitting it into them, you know, I try to split it into firewood like this, it just crumbles and turns into a mess. So I'm not gonna mess with that. If I was in a position where I only had, you know, I was trying to make wood for this year, which would be silly, but and I've been in that predicament before. I won't lie, when I first started burning wood, it wasn't uncommon for us to be splitting stuff in August and September that we were going to start burning in December. So I've gotten to a point where I've gotten a lot farther ahead. Like right now, depending on how cold winter gets, I probably have close to 2 heating seasons worth of wood split and stacked, and I still have a whole pile of logs here, and I've got more stuff out on the back side of the woods that I need to drag up here yet. And I am just trying to leave as much of that stuff, because it's not, I got a big cherry tree that the top come out of out back. It's up off the ground, so I know it's got some time before I have to worry about it getting too nasty. So I want to finish getting this hickory split up, and then I really need to start working on the log pile and getting through that, because there's some of those logs in the back of that pile that are getting pretty old. So that's kind of the plan at this point. But anyways, I better put my stuff up and go see what's going on up at the house. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit. Hope y'all have a good week, and I'll see you soon.